Welcome back to BrainFLoTv again, everybody. Why did Ciara and 50 Cent break up? That was the question. And I was like, Ciara? Ciara that used to be with Bow Wow? Ciara that married the football player dude and now has him as stepdaddy for Future's son, Ciara? Ciara that used to be with Future? Yeah, Ciara and 50 Cent were once an item. I don't know if you know this. So at one point, it seemed like 50 Cent and Ciara were destined to become the next power couple in the industry. They were very attractive, rich, famous, young, and they had a whole lot of magic together. And that was on record, such as Ciara's 2006 ballad, Can't Leave 'Em Alone. But their romance did not last as long as some people had hoped, with the pair splitting up in 2010 after just a few short years together. Here's what we know about their split and the status of their relationship today. So they were together for years. Anyhow, a timeline of Ciara and 50 Cent's relationship. So the video for Can't Leave 'Em Alone, that video is what had people talking about their romance. But it wasn't really until about 2007 that they made things official through the New York Post that they were an item. And throughout their relationship, both of them stayed tight-lipped about their romance and what they did together and all that other stuff. But they did show their love and admiration for each other at events and other public appearances. Their relationship reportedly continued for about 3 years before the couple parted ways in 2010. So this wasn't no blow-over, fly-by-night type of thing. This was a relationship that lasted years. Some of y'all relationships don't even last a couple of months. So don't even. Okay, so at the time, neither of them directly commented on the cause of the breakup. They just went their separate ways. There wasn't any big media hoopla, 50 Cent and Ciara split, all that other stuff. But Ciara seemed to have dropped some hints in a song that she had released in 2012. And the song was called Sorry, when she begs an unnamed lover to apologize for his emotional unavailability and other transgressions. I guess around that time, 50 was the man, and he was, I know 50 will hear this and say, I'm still the man. But he was very in demand then. When isn't he in demand? 50 is kind of like a workaholic / a creative mind that never goes to sleep / he works a lot, and it shows in his net worth, and it shows in just him being out there all the time. But that's the nature of the business. And Ciara, she wanted a bit more than that, okay? Plus, I'm sure the infidelities that came along with it. When you're 50 Cent and you got buku bucks and fame and power, then it seems like females just slingshot their panties in your direction. And that's kind of hard to deal with when you're young and virile as a male as well. So after releasing the song, 50 Cent randomly posted a message on Twitter and said, okay, I'm sorry. This man's always trolling. When he was asked about the tweet and whether she was satisfied with it in the later interview with XO Nicole, Ciara said that she was speechless. I honestly don't know what to say, is what she replied. A public apology in a simple few words. Okay, I'm sorry. Ciara eventually seemed to confirm the reason behind the breakup. So later in 2012, Ciara went on the Ricky Smiley morning show and suggested that they had indeed split up as a result of 50 Cent's alleged fear of love. We don't love them hoes. He's obviously far from afraid of anything that he cannot control. But at the same time, him being not afraid of anything in that way, the other thing he is afraid of is love. And with that being said, in a sense, he's afraid of me she explained. So, you know, 50, he has a rough background, and coming up the way he came up, I could see why. I could see why, because even if you say get yourself a Sierra, you're probably thinking to yourself, is she just with me for the limelight? Because she is an artist. She is in the industry. So is she using me to boost her ratings? You know what I mean? To get her the next best deal, the next best collaboration, whatever. Or is she genuinely with me for me kind of thing? There's always that paranoia there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that it is what it is. 50 Cent claims in that interview, though, with Howard Stern that Sierra had allegedly continued to try to make it work after the breakup, but by then he had already moved on with television personality Chelsea Handler. Yes, y'all, 50 Cent used to date Chelsea, white girl Chelsea. 50 don't care about no color. So, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But he said Sierra, she was trying to keep it together. She wanted them to still be an item, but he had moved on. Broke her heart. Broke Sierra's heart for a white girl. So Handler would later say that she broke up with 50 Cent due to his alleged ongoing communication with his ex. So she's talking about Sierra always meddling in their relationship, and 50 was probably still hitting Sierra while he was with Chelsea, and I don't know. So Chelsea caught wind of that, and Chelsea was like, you know what? Let's just call this quits. You could go have her, be with her, or whatever. So both of them have moved on by this point. As we all know, Sierra moved on with Future, and after Future, she got with NFL star Russell Wilson. So Sierra's track record for dating, her public track record, really is not that long. You know what I mean? For all the people who are saying, damn, she went with a lot of people, she's another industry pass around. It hasn't been that long. She was with Bow Wow. She was with 50 Cent. Then she was with, who? I don't think she's been with more than 5 people, actually. And how many of y'all females can actually say that? Now, that's not to say she hasn't done it with more than 5 people, but she hasn't been in relationships with more than 5 people. At least not publicly anyways. Anyhow, neither here nor there. She got with Russell Wilson, and Russell saved the day, whom she got married to in 2016 after a year and a half of dating. Happily married she is today, pregnant with her other child, a boy, who would arrive sometime this 2020. 50 Cent, on the other hand, is dating personal trainer Jamira Cuban Link Haynes. They went public towards the end of 2019, and they appear to have a happy and healthy relationship. As far as nature of 50 Cent's relationship with Sierra goes, well, it's kind of hard to tell whether they are still in contact or not. 50 Cent said that on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show in 2014 that he hadn't talked to her in a while, but he admitted that he still considered her as a friend, and he continues to talk to some of her family members. He also came to her defense in 2019 when her ex-boyfriend Bow Wow reportedly referred to Sierra as a biatch, proving that there's still love and respect there for her. While Sierra has not spoken much on him in recent years, she once said on a radio show, Big Boy's Neighborhood, that she would save him over Bow Wow, so that's at least something. Hey man, listen, at the end of the day, she moved on. She went through them things where she got hurt, and I think Sierra kind of wanted to be a wife and just wanted to be loved and wanted to be faithful. She seems like a good girl and wanted to be faithful to her man, but she kept running into the type like Bow Wow. Come on, Bow Wow? Bow Wow has been a mega star globally since he was like 3 or 4 years old. And then he transferred from music into movies. So Bow Wow himself, the fancy rich lifestyle, the girls all upon him because Shade Moss looks so young, even though he's a grown ass man, that kind of stuff. And then Future, she went to Future. Future is what we call a gallus. You understand? It's girls everywhere. Future got like, I think 7 kids by 6 baby mamas or something like that. So, you know, she just kept getting hurt, making the wrong choices. And eventually she found her knight in shining armor, and it worked out for her. And of course, 50 Cent, him also, his career went from just this dude from Queensbridge, Queens, from the streets, rough, you know, into the polished mogul that we see before us today. So it's all good now for both of them. And whether they're friends or not, it still shows that he cares about her and she still cares about and respects him, right? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. It's BrainFLoTv. I'm out. Peace.